Today we're going to do an iPhone 3GS, and this is a problem here, which the glass is all smashed. The phone actually still works, you can do everything you normally can, but the screen is damaged and we're going to change that glass for a new piece. Right, to start with, we need a posi screwdriver. I'm going to take these two screws at the bottom out. So, now before I lift the screen out, I'm just going to make sure it's turned off. And just to double check that it is switched off, just press the on button just to make sure. Right, look. So I use these flat tools, which has quite a sharp point on the end, and what I usually do is just dig in where this screw would normally go on this side, between the rubber and the metal outside. Just try and find a way in there, and just like that, up and underneath. And then lift it up carefully from the bottom, very gently, and connect to one, might just pop off. Right, let's see if I can turn it around so you can see a bit better. So this one here might just pop off on its own. I'm just going to give it a little nick from the side, and that's it, that's that one off. Then number 2 on this side, like that, and then number 3 has a very small black tab on it, and we just want to very carefully just get underneath that and lift it upwards, just like that. Just be very careful with that one because it breaks so easy. And then once we got to that stage, let's just put that to the side. So what we need to do, we need to remove this glass off the plastic frame that's underneath. So we're going to have to take the LCD out. There's 2 screws on this side, 3 screws on this side, 1 screw just up here. So we're going to get them out. They're all the same, those screws, so no real need to keep them separated or anything, just keep them all together. So get those 2 out. Now to get this out, we just get our little flat tool between where the bottom screw goes and the outside, and just lever it up, and come to the other side. There's 2 layers of metal, we just try and get between them. This side's a bit more awkward than the other side, and just like that. And again, just lift it up from the bottom, just have to do that side again, like that, and just pull downwards. It might actually catch on a digitiser cable, so just lift that up, and that's your LCD out. Okay, and what I normally do, I'll find some bubble wrap or something like that, and I'll just put it face down on top of there, out of the way. Now we've got to get all this off. Now it'll probably come off in quite a few bits because it's been smashed, so I'll usually get like a plastic ball or something like that to try and catch all the bits of glass that are going to come loose when I try and take it out, so they don't end up everywhere. So I'll go and get one of those organised and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, back with my plastic bowl, and I'm just going to start at the bottom. Again, I'm going to use my flat tool, and I'm just going to try and get underneath this, start from the bottom. Okay, so On this side you don't have to be too careful because there's not really a lot around this side, but on the other side is the proximity sensor, so you just need to be a bit more careful around that area. Okay, so that is there. That's where your proximity sensor is, just around there. So that's why you just need to be a little bit more careful around that side. On this side there's nothing at all. So I'm just going to peel all this glass off here. Again, around this home button, there's nothing on this side, but on this side there's a few cables, so you just need to be careful around that area. Okay. So I've stuck the new one on after cleaning off all the old stuff. So now we've just got to put the LCD back in. So one thing you've got to try and do is not actually touch any of this glass, because if you get any finger marks between the two surfaces you can always see it afterwards. So just very gently underneath that catch and up at the top, and then just apply a little bit of pressure and it'll snap down into place. And there's like a little locating tab just down here which will sort of lock in and you'll feel it go down on top of it. And then just replace the little screws that we took out earlier on. One up at the top. Okay, I'm just going to give that a little wipe, get my finger marks off there. Okay, so now we've done that, back in place. Now, the first one to go in is usually a little bit tricky to get in, and it's the one into this little one with the white bit on just here. Now you've just got to try and feed it in and push it, and then once it's in place then just fold back the little black section. So I don't know if I can do this so you can see. So we're just looking to feed that in, just like that, and that's just gone in. And without applying too much pressure, it's really fragile with this little tab. Just push it down like that and that locks that in. Then we go to number 2, and you just got to try and sort of find it. And once you're in the right place, it'll just click in there. That's it. So that's that one in. The last one is the screen, the LCD. And again, you've just got to try and sort of feel around and then lock it into place. And once that's done, sort of offer the top in, and there's some little tabs that just locate on the metal frame on the outside. Push it upwards. And then the last bit, just feed that bottom in. Okay. Just give that screen a quick wipe. Now this is where you can tell whether you've got finger marks on the underneath once you've got the LCD back in. If there's any finger marks there, you're going to see them now. And unfortunately, the only way to get them off is by taking it all apart again to get underneath it. So hopefully, there shouldn't be any there. It looks okay. So let's see if it fires back up. So that all seems to be working. And then what I usually check as well, I'll just try and do a voicemail call. Just try it. It's not letting me do it because there's no service. But normally what I do that voicemail call and just check the proximity sensor just to make sure that that connection's working. But unfortunately I can't do that at the moment, so hopefully it's all okay. Thanks.